Are you curious about the future of electric vehicles and the potential of Lucid Motors? Well, buckle up and get ready to take a closer look at the buzz surrounding Lucid stock. In today's video, we're diving into the world of stock predictions to answer the million-dollar question: is Lucid stock worth the buy? Will it soar to new heights or crash and burn? Stay tuned to find out. Electric vehicle manufacturer Lucid Motors, with headquarters in California, has been making waves on the stock market recently. On January 27, 2023, following speculation that Saudi Arabia's public investment fund would acquire the remaining shares of the company's stock finished trading 43% higher than it had been earlier in the day. According to a filing for a Schedule 13D that was made in December, the public investment fund owns 1.1 billion shares of the company, which is equivalent to a 60.66% stake. There is a rumor alert on Betaville, which is a website that frequently publishes rumors of mergers and acquisitions. This rumor alert is where the speculation that PIF is going to acquire Lucid Motors originated. There are also rumors circulating that JP Morgan may be helping to plan the acquisition, but nothing has been confirmed at this point in time. In the past, PIF has invested more than $1 billion to help jumpstart Lucid Motors prospects, and in April 2022, Saudi Arabia announced that it would purchase 50,000 Lucid EVs, with the option to purchase an additional 50,000 EVs over the next 10 years. IR Third Investment Company, which is a subsidiary of PIF, contributed $915 million to the private placement that Lucid completed in December. As a condition of the agreement, PIF agreed that it would not sell or transfer any Lucid stock for at least 6 months after the completion of the private placement. Adam Jonas, an analyst at Morgan Stanley, has also speculated that the PIF will purchase Lucid Motors. He stated that it is our working assumption that the relationship between the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and Lucid could extend beyond a controlling shareholder status. It is essential to keep tabs on institutional ownership, as these large investors are a significant source of both liquidity and support for stocks. There were a total of 417 13F filers who disclosed ownership of Lucid stock during the third quarter of 2022. This represents a decline of 6 filers compared to the previous quarter. The institutional put or call ratio currently stands at 1.03, which is down from 1.11 and suggests that institutional investors are taking a neutral stance regarding options. Following is a list of the top shareholders in Lucid Motors as of the third quarter of 2022. 1.1 billion individual shares in the public investment fund. 51.58 million shares are held by Vanguard. 28.17 million shares belong to BlackRock. State Street accounted for 10.95 million shares. 8.47 million shares are held by Geode Capital Management. But a new update has been released, and Lucid Motors has recently been in the news because a new price target has been set for its shares. Adam Jonas, an analyst at Morgan Stanley, is the one who suggested the price target of $5 for the company's shares and who has a pessimistic outlook on the market. When compared to the price at which the company's stock was last traded on Monday, this indicates a potential drop of 57%. Because Jonas has assigned an underweight rating to Lucid Motors stock, investors are exercising extreme caution regarding his forecasts. The current consensus rating among analysts, on the other hand, is hold. According to the Morgan Stanley analyst, the fundamental outlook for Lucid Motors is more likely deteriorating than improving, which is a negative assessment of the electric vehicle company's future prospects. In spite of this, the stock experienced a decline of 2.1% on January 31, 2023, with over 10 million shares trading hands during this time period. However, it is important to keep in mind that the company's daily trading volume is approximately 32 million shares on average. It is essential to keep in mind that the price target suggested by a single analyst is only one of the many factors that can influence the price of a stock. Before making decisions regarding investments, it is always a good idea to do extensive research and consider multiple sources of information. To acquire a deeper comprehension of the stock's potential, investors should keep a close eye not only on the performance of the company but also on the trends of the market. Now, before we continue, please like this video if you're enjoying it so far. Stick around until the end of the video to find out more about Lucid. Don't miss out on this valuable information if you are planning to invest. Recently, Lucid Group Incorporated has been in the news, prompting many investors to ponder whether or not purchasing stock in the company would be a wise investment decision. Investors Observer gives Lucid Group Incorporated an overall rating of 36, which indicates that the company performs better than 36% of other stocks. This places Lucid in the middle of its sector, with a rank of 50 in the consumer cyclical sector, which is number 5 out of 11 sectors. In other words, Lucid is in the middle of the pack. Investors Observer employs percentile rankings to simplify the process of locating the stocks that have received the highest ratings from analysts. The scoring system takes into account both technical factors and fundamental analysis, as well as the opinions of analysts working on Wall Street. Given all of this information, the overall rating provides a fantastic place to begin for investors of any approach. The scores are also easy to understand, with a score of 100 being the highest possible and 0 being the lowest possible score. The stock of Lucid Group Incorporated has increased by 1.85% as of Monday, February 6, while the S&P 500 has decreased by 0.64%. The stock's volume has increased to 14,889,479 shares, reflecting a $0.22 increase from its previous closing price of $11.62 per share, while the S&P 500 has seen its value drop by 8.34% over the course of the past year. Lucid has seen its value drop by 56.10%. Over the course of the last year, each Lucid share has shed $1.14 in value. Even though the price of the stock has gone down over the course of the past year, there is still potential profit to be made by buying it. However, prior to making any decisions regarding investments, it is necessary to carry out extensive research and analysis. Before deciding whether to buy or sell shares of a company, it is essential to take into account the company's financial performance, trends in the market, and any other relevant factors. This is true for any stock. And that's a wrap on our discussion about whether Lucid stock is worth the buy. As you can see, there are many factors that come into play when making investment decisions, and it's important to consider multiple sources of information. So what do you think? Is Lucid stock worth the buy? Let us know in the comments section below. That's all for today. Thanks for watching. I'm Fred. Please subscribe, like, and share this video. And if you're still curious about the future of Lucid Motors and electric vehicles, be sure to tune in to our next video where we'll be exploring the question, will Lucid go private? You won't want to miss it, so click and watch the next video here to know more.